And now it's a great joy, and I'd like to thank the Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Gopinath sir, for inviting me to this meeting. I, being the general letter, I was told one rule. Everyone knows what general letter is, so don't introduce about your role. So I respect that one. I'm here not to evaluate, just to learn, but I want to give a score for the warrior Meraki, because Meraki is not a student who is learning and exhibiting the skills. Meraki is someone who is advanced in the skill, and I want to evaluate and give a score at the end. Before that, I have a team of 2 enthusiastic people who will be taking care of time and also your language, grammar. First, I'd like to introduce a person who I admire the most in the recent times when I started working very close with him as a co-area director. He is very enthusiastic and he is very approachable. Whenever I call him, he is the only person who picks the call in the first in 1 or 2 rings, and he is very helping. None other than our Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Gopinath, to explain the timing rules.
Thank you, Abdul. And whenever he rings up, I take the telephone, which means I'm a person without any work. That's what. Friends, I'm here acting as timer for today's program, and I don't have to explain to you, but still, as a role, I'll be playing the role of a timer for the prepared speeches. It is 5 green and 6 yellow and 7 red. There will be 30 minutes extra before which you will have to wind up, otherwise it will be considered as not eligible for voting. Similarly, for the table topics, it is 1 green, 1.5 yellow and 2 red. Again, there will be 30 minutes extra, 30 seconds extra, for which, failing which, will be considered as not eligible. And for evaluation, it is 2 to 3 minutes, 2.5 yellow and 3. But today it's going to be slightly panel evaluation. How have you planned?
Content will be me, delivery will be.
So what's the total time you require? Totally 10 minutes, fine? Both of you put together?
5 minutes.
Right. So I'll show at the end, like 7, 8, 9, 10?
Maybe 3, 4 and 5 would be better.
Okay, for each of you.
Yeah,
okay,
for me 3, 4, 5. 3, 4.
Okay, 3, 4, 5, 5. So I don't have to explain again, both of you decide. So this is the how I'm going to play the timer's role today. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopinath, for explaining the role. Now I have another interesting person. She is not new to Meraki. She has done a couple of roles to my knowledge before. And when I got to know about her, I heard like she is a budding advocate. But since this is a new year, I don't want to restrict as an advocate. Maybe you aspire more to become the Chief Justice of India. And while learning, you learn by that way how a Chief Justice learns, right? All the best, and if you're steadfast in your dreams, you can achieve more. Over to you, Grammarian,
I appreciate Toastmaster Abdul for introducing the word of the day even before it is introduced. So good morning, Miracules. I am Snehal Bharati. I've been here before. Everyone is saying who has invited them to the meeting. My dad signed me up for the meeting, did not tell me himself and told me after he signed me up. So that's what happens when you are the daughter of already established Toastmaster. And I'll be playing the role of the grammarian today. Everyone knows that the grammarian checks for the grammar, the amazing usages and the not so good usages. I'll be giving you some improvements in your language, because language is one of the main things in a speech, as we all know. And I also introduced the word of the day. Today it is steadfast. To make a resolution, you always have to be steadfast. Let's see who remains steadfast in the resolutions that we make for 2023. I will make a note of all of the usages of grammar and the usages of the word of the day and present a report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, our English teacher, for introducing the word of the day, steadfast, and also setting up the context. Now I'd like to hand over the meeting back to the Toastmaster of the day, and I'll submit the report at the end. Over to you.
Thank you so much. So, what is the foundation for taking resolution?
Like what is that make us decide that I will take this resolution?
I'll change
And
from
goals we
tomorrow.
have.
Goals we have, I'll change from tomorrow.
Yeah, not today, but tomorrow.
Frustration.
Presentation, I want to make it as a result.
Okay. So maybe we'll take inspiration, right? We'll take inspiration from people. Or whatever we read and we'll take inspiration and we'll decide, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Okay. First step is inspiration. And second, what we do is we'll write it down as a plan, like SMART. A lot of times we do SMART, like specific, measurable, attainable, realistic and time bounded. So we'll make it as a SMART and we'll write it and keep it prepared. And then when we start doing it, right, we'll feel like this transition phase is really difficult. Like transforming from lava to caterpillar. So there is a transition phase. The same way it will be really difficult when you start doing it. And finally, when you start doing it after a week or so, you introspect. And then you make some changes, small fine tunings, all that we do. Right? That is what happens in overall process of anything. Let's not take it as a resolution. Anything we try to do, so this is what we do. We take inspiration, we formulate a plan, and transition will be really difficult, and we'll take feedback. So that is what today's session is all about. Inspiration is all about management book review, what we read and people will give and give inspiration. And formulating a plan is like we prepare ourselves for what we are going to do.